We have with us today representatives of Australian sugar manufacturers. Good morning, Ash. And we would like to take this opportunity to make an opening statement. And I guess thank everyone for coming this morning. And we've really found this inquiry very fulfilling and important. And we continue our work and deliberations as we work toward our final report. So over to you.
Great. Thank you, Chair. And thank you to the committee for giving us this opportunity to talk about this very important issue. So I'm here representing Australian sugar manufacturers, which is part of an industry that supports 20,000 regional jobs. Today, this committee has a real opportunity, an opportunity to set a course for the government that will ensure the long-term success of the sugar industry as the bedrock of regional Queensland communities. And biofuels and bioenergy are the answer. Sugar can produce around 30% of Australia's aviation fuel needs. Cogeneration from bagasse can power 500,000 Queensland homes. We can provide affordable biogas to regional manufacturers and replace coal to make green steel with renewable pellets made from sugar byproducts. We have nearly 4,000 kilometres of cane rail, and we can aggregate feedstocks across agriculture and forestry to establish scalable bioenergy precincts across regional Queensland. In doing so, we can create new revenue streams for growers through tops and trash. Now imagine places like Bundaberg, Childers, Mackay, Ingham and Tully being hubs for energy production and biomanufacturing. That means jobs, jobs, jobs. This is about revitalising regional economies, and a byproduct just might be that we have an affordable and reliable energy transition. However, we have significant challenges. Viability in our sector is under threat. 7 out of 13 mills we analyse now operate above global sugar prices, prices that have been heavily distorted by subsidies to places like Brazil and Indian producers. Just as China has gone all in on cornering the market for steel production, Brazil and India are trying to corner the markets for sugar and biofuels. Australian governments have intervened in other industries to protect against these challenges, yet a strategic approach to sugar is lacking. Mill closures are not inevitable. However, unlike past closures, the next will leave growers with no viable option to process their cane, and this will be a regional crisis for those communities affected. Diversification into biofuels and bioenergy is the solution to these challenges, but this will only happen if government and industry work hand in glove. The markets for biofuel don't really exist at the moment and are contingent on government policy. The capital costs are significant and risks are high, and that is why we're calling for government collaboration, and that's why it's an absolute necessity. And that's also why we're calling for a sugar industry strategy from the Queensland Government. This strategy should explore funding to drive bio proposals to final investment decision and to the front of the queue for federal funding. Co-investment in sugar manufacturing R&D and cane railway infrastructure. The exploration of offtake agreements for cogeneration to recognise its renewable and baseload benefits. And finally, this agenda requires the supply of cane. And the ASM is 100% supportive of measures put forward by grower representatives to increase that supply. The replacement value of the sugar manufacturing sector is close to $20 billion, so let's use it before we lose it. Thank you.